First thing that you need to do before you turn on the water or anything is clean it. You gotta first take off the cover. Just gonna take this like so. You're just gonna clean this out. Make sure that you get all of them. There's a little tab right here. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna squeeze in some oil in there. And then I'm gonna squeeze it in there until it reaches the top and is almost flowing out. Just a little squirt will do. You can see you can just get that about at any hardware store. Make sure that you get the other side. And you see where my hand is right here. It is safe. If this motor turned on, my hand would still be safe. So make sure that you always take the proper precautions to make sure that your hand is safe at all times, no matter what. You don't want an accident happening. You want to go ahead and just turn the scroll cage and make sure that it's going to turn. If this is frozen shut like so, just you're trying to move it and it won't move, that's a really bad sign. You're either going to have to try and break that loose, because if you turn this on, it's just going to break these gaskets right out of place. This is the top of the pad, and you can see that there is some junk in here. Not really much. I mean, if I just go ahead and put that on the side, see, that basically just knocked out everything. But if these are closed off with hard water deposits, go ahead and clean them out. Try not to scratch off the paint though at the same time. We want the paint to stay on there. Now before you wash this out with a hose, make sure that if you have rust spots, that you want to go ahead and address those. Now this you can get at AutoZone, O'Reilly's, Auto Parts Store. Once you're ready to go ahead and clean this out, go ahead and take this off. Get this all cleaned out. A lot of people like to just take a hose at this point and just kind of spray the whole thing out. Once you've gone ahead and washed all this out, go ahead and put this plug back in. Make sure you screw it in back here on the bottom. Then turn on the water. Now I can't stress enough how important it is to make sure you have no leaks. See, we have a leak here. Tighten it until it's just snug, and then after that just go a tiny bit more. Now you might have to go ahead and tighten this a whole bunch of times. My recommendation is you tighten it just a little bit more, see if it stops leaking. And a tiny bit more, just see if it stops leaking. No. Because if you over tighten this, you're gonna have to replace it. There, done. Just like I said with the last one, get it on there snug, and then just tighten a little bit and a little bit. Looks like we got it. And we're gonna keep these pads in there. Do we want more air that is warmer, or do we want less air that is colder? Now while that fills up, I'm gonna go ahead and inside and turn it on. Now if you turn on your swamp cooler and not all of your spider tubes are pushing out water like this, I would recommend that you get a higher volume pump. Higher volume just means it pushes more water. Before you put the door back on, you want to make sure that this float is set at the right level. If not, you're going to have to adjust it. In 3 months, 75% of you are going to forget how you found this video. So go ahead and subscribe, because in 6 months you're going to want to know how to fix your furnace. Because your neighbors and friends are going to want to know how to do this too.